Hey man, let's jump. I just came back from the Olympics, man, and watching the games and still seeing the lack of disparity of the American players. You know what I mean? We're more talented, we're more skilled, but we're not better basketball players. This is what I'm watching.
Yeah.
I've been doing this a long time. And we've been preaching this forever, Sam.
We're better athletes.
We're better athletes.
We're not necessarily better basketball players.
Right.
Not all,
right?
But some.
Right.
Now, the 12 players we sent to the Olympics, not only are they great athletes, they're great basketball players,
right.
mentally and physically.
Right.
But overall, what you're saying in the thing, Bo, to your point, what concerns me is our younger players. Are they getting the fundamentals? And I say this all the time. And look, man, I'm not going to beat up AAU. I coach AAU basketball.
Right.
I coach a kid named Darren Peterson
out
of Ohio. This kid is in his draft class. We think he's going to be the #1 pick, 6'6" point guard, and out of Canton, Ohio. And I love it. But compared to, and look, how do I say this without, those kids are getting a former NBA player, former NBA coach as their coach. So they're getting things a little different.
Right.
Most coaches that coach AAU have no coaching background, have no background in necessarily playing. And Bo, even if you played, there's a difference between playing basketball and coaching and teaching basketball. Right. It's a difference. And I never forget this. My first year coaching in Milwaukee, George Carl was the coach. And I used to get pissed off when he would say this to me all the time. Mitchell, you thinking like a player, not a coach. And that used to burn me, just piss me off, because I made the decision to become a coach. And I thought I was thinking like a coach, but I really wasn't. Because all the circumstances and things that happened, I would run it through my mind from the process of when I played. I had to retrain my thought to look at the game and players a little bit different from a coaching standpoint.
Right.
Because it's not about just what you do, it's how what you do fits into what we gonna do, the guy next to you, the guy to the other side of you, the defense behind you. All these pieces gotta fit because basketball is not golf.
Right.
We need each other, right? Even though we have great individual players and the individual player can determine the outcome of some games, but even at that, he can't beat 5 people by himself. And so I learned from doing that, and then the most important thing that Coach George Carl ever did for me, he made me do a post-game report on why we won and why we lost. And I loved it because I got to go back and break down tape, and I got, in my own words, with my eyes, I got to put down on that report why I thought we won or why I thought we lost, what worked, what didn't work, what we need to do different. And I would hand that report to the coaches afterwards. And so when we would play these teams next, and I didn't know if Coach Carl would read this stuff or not, but I remember sitting in a meeting one day and he goes into his desk and he pulls out one of my reports, scouting reports, about the team we was getting ready to play. And all the other coaches pulled that out. And that gave me a sense of pride because he read it, and not that he agreed with everything I said, but the gist of what I was talking about, the nuts and bolts of it, he agreed with it. And that just took my IQ from basketball, taught me how to look at the game different, how to deal with players different. And so it's for me, Bo, it's the teaching, but it's putting them in the right environment to grow and get better.